Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome to converting improper fractions and mixed numbers. By the end of the video you should be able to convert between improper fractions and mixed numbers, and I'll know you've got it when you can correctly answer at least 3 out of the 4 exit ticket questions. Glad you're watching this video. Remember, you're going to pause whenever you need to and keep listening to the video because I'm going to have some special instructions. You may even learn something or get something like extra prizes or something. Anyway, here we go. You're going to go to the mailbox and you're going to pick up notes 2 from the mailbox, and you're going to bring it back to your seat. You're going to write in your table of contents, converting mixed numbers and improper fractions, pages 15 and 16, and you're going to glue this sideways onto page 15. So pause the video, go get your stuff, and come back soon. Alright, before we get into the notes, I'm going to go through some vocabulary. So, one thing that you need to know is convert. Convert means to change from one form to another. And so, like here we have this open field, and if we convert it, we could change it to a beautiful playground. That looks like a lot of fun. Okay. A mixed number is when you have a whole number and a fraction, because they're mixed together. 1 is our whole number and 1/4 is our fraction. An improper fraction is when we have, it's just a fraction, but it's larger than one whole. Okay? And the numerator, that top number, is larger than the denominator. An example would be not that. 9/5. 9 is larger than 5. 9 is our numerator and 5 is our denominator. We could also consider if they were equal. So if it was 5 over 5 or 9 over 9, that's still considered an improper fraction. Okay, converting is another way to represent the same amount. Okay, this is why we need to convert, and we'll need it as we move on to multiplying and dividing fractions, and it will help us. So 3 1/2 is the same as 7/2, or 7 over 2. Alright, so getting it back to our notes. Okay, improper to mixed number. First, that line in between means to divide. And we're going to put the remainder over the denominator. So if I'm looking at example 1, my denominator is 4. So whatever my remainder is, I'm going to put it over 4. And then, what did you just work on? You should have just worked on simplifying. So you need to simplify in the end. Okay. Make sure that our fraction is in simplest form. And that could mean that yeah, well, you'll see what what I mean as we move forward. Okay, so taking a look at that first example, 17 over 4, that top number is going to go in the house, 17, and we're dividing by 4. Okay, and 4 will go into 17 4 times. Remember, you're copying this down, so if I'm going too fast, you need to pause it and get it written down. 17 minus 16 is 1. Okay, so my whole number is going to be 4, and my fraction is 1/4. Okay, and I'm trying to think, is my fraction 1/4 simplified? Yes, it is. Okay. Next, example 2. Remember, if I'm going too fast, you should pause it. We have 26 divided by 4, and 4 will go into 26 6 times for 24, and 6 minus 4 is 2. So we have our whole number is 6, and our fraction is 2/4. 6 2/4. Now I need to think, is my fraction simplified? So remember those questions that we asked. Do I have a 1? I don't have a 1. The second question, are they in counting order? No, I don't. They are not in counting order. Question 3, do I have a prime number? No, I don't have a prime number. So I need to look at 2 and 4. Do they have a common factor? So maybe I need to do that cakewalk method down here. 2 and 4. I can divide both by 2. And so my new fraction is 1/2. So my new answer is 6 and 1/2. Don't forget to bring that whole number over with it. This is the final answer. Okay. So there's your simplifying. Alright, back to our notes. Mixed number to improper fraction. First, you're going to multiply, multiply, I can never write that in the blank. Sorry. Multiply the whole number and your denominator. And you're going to put your answer over the denominator. There's a step missing here. You have to add the numerator. And put your answer over the same denominator. Okay. Alright, so there's actually 3 steps, because this step wasn't in the notes, right here. Alright, let's take a look at that first example. I like to use a little saying called rock around the clock and slide, okay? Because a clock goes around a circle this direction. Okay, so we're going to rock around the clock and slide. We're going to start with that denominator of 3, and I'm going to rock around the clock. And actually, if you want, you can even think of rocking ma around the clock. You know, like LOL, only this is ma, so we're going to multiply and then add. So rock ma, 3 times 3 is 9. And then we're going to add 2. So 9 plus 2 is 11. And slide. We're going to slide that denominator over. So the improper fraction for 3 2/3 is 11/3. Rock ma around the clock and slide. Don't have to worry about simplifying this time. Okay, we want it as an improper fraction. There are going to be times when we're going to need improper fractions. Okay, here we go. Next one. 3 1/4. Okay, we're going to start at the denominator and rock ma around the clock and slide. So 3 times 4 is 12 plus 1 is 13. So 13 goes on top and slide. Keep that same denominator. Okay. So 3 1/4 becomes 13/4. Alright. Guess what? You don't have any dry erase board practice this time. And if you are listening to the video like you should, you're going to go to the mailbox, you're going to pick up worksheet number 2, and you're going to come to me and tell me that you're watching the video very, very carefully. And here's even a little password. How about if you say purple, then I'll really know that you're watching the video. And I'm going to make you only do half of these. Okay, but I'll tell you which half to do. So pause the video, go get your worksheet, come and tell me the word, you know, that key word, and then I'll tell you which ones to do. When you're done, you're going to come back to the video and then you'll do your exit ticket. Alright? Have a good day. I hope things are going well for you. Thanks for watching the video. You guys rock. Okay, and don't forget, go Hawks!